live. Hey guys, welcome to Team Bonus Action. This is Brew the monthly, semi-monthly, kind of monthly get together where we drink fancy drinks and make mead and do some fun stuff. Today is Belgian and snacks.
It's not a mukbang.
It's not a mukbang.
It's not a mukbang.
We have some very fine Belgian beers, and then we all brought some crazy snacks like baklava and charcuteries and pizzas. So it's just a bunch of random stuff. Chocolates.
Ramen.
Don't forget that, as always, we have our charity. This month's charity is the Extra Life. Yeah, got Extra Life. Remember to donate to that. If you're going to donate to the stream at all, donate to that instead.
We're currently at 550. I did not put the EL ticker take up on this one. I forgot to, and I'm not getting back up.
Yeah, just follow the links or
Follow
whatever.
the links.
Yeah, follow the links.
Follow the links.
So this kind of leans into something we've talked about for a couple months with treat yourself, like doing something fancy. Now, I mean, we all got our palate cleanser, which in this case is Youngling.
Youngling. This is actually a really good cheap lager. It's not Budweiser.
But you're also enjoying the last of the Cajun Claws that I bought. I spent around $60 to get us good beer today, so I got myself a 4-pack of that, and now I'm wishing I bought 2.
Yeah, I wanted one.
Because it's gone.
You didn't save me one, Hewitt.
No, Chris, we didn't.
I got here early, a setup, and we were thirsty. So
yeah, you did not set up, so you don't.
I didn't.
Don't get a
I
Cajun
couldn't
Claw.
get here in
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You don't set up, you don't get a Cajun Claw.
So, to bring something back from the last one, welcome to NPR, and on this week's version of It's Toper's Fault.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What
it's
is
Toper's
my
fault.
fault? What did I do this time? What did I do?
You're in the middle, and we're teasing and picking
I
on you.
can't believe this.
You know, we'll stop before we get hit for bullying. But beer-wise, I went to Tenori's wine cellar that's here in town, which is where usually I go if I want anything that's beyond our normal scope of Budweiser to Shinerbach / Blue Moon. We got a couple gas stations that also, and a couple other liquor stores that have some nice ones, but usually, I'll be honest, like if you go to any of the Smoker's Paradise here, if you find the big bottles like we have at the front of the table for our viewers and ourselves, they've been sitting there a while, so there is a high chance that they have gotten skunked and
Or just
gross.
Or
develop some nice funky flavor.
or they've gotten mold on the outside because other beers spilled on them, so you don't want to like Emily used to love Chef Muramoto's Soba Ale.
Yeah.
Until like they sat for so long that like she was literally the only person buying them from the liquor store right after we graduated college when she would get them. So like the one at the end had been there a minute, and unlike wine or whiskey, beer doesn't age better in a bottle.
No, beer is like a grown man. The older it gets, the older it gets.
What are you doing? What's wrong?
I just straight up took a drink from an empty cup, so later on I'm gonna have to clip that.
Smart.
Good job.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. So
Proud of
so the beers we have the white one I know is Chimay Cinq Cinq, which is one of my favorites that we've drank on here before. Yes, Cinq Cents. Then we have Chimay Premium in red, and we have Chimay Grand Reserve
And
in
our
blue.
final beer, the piece de resistance, the finale, so to speak, is the Saint Bernard's
Bernardus.
Bernardish.
Christmas Ale.
Saint Bernard.
Now, Chris and I had the other two that they have, the triple that's made by them, which wrecked us a little bit because how much is the alcohol volume on that one?
This is a 10%.
Okay, so this is lower.
10%.
That's lower. Yeah, the other one was like 14.
Yeah,
It
the
was,
triple was 12, and the ABT
The barley
12
wine up in
was like 15. Like we drank that, we're like, ooh, we like this, but ooh.
Sneak up on you.
But we got these good beers because we wanted to drink something good, but we also wanted something I keep seeing online is what pairs well with a Belgian Trappist beer. Now, a lot of times, cheese, but you're lactose intolerant.
I brought pills.
We had cheese.
We do. I also
There's
have
cheese on the pizza. There's cheese in this Lunchable over here.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay, no.
Wait, no.
Let's be careful. there is a cheese-like product along with a sausage-like product in this one.
Look,
In this, not lunchable, but lunch
y'all are
makers
spoiling.
from.
We're going to go over all the snacks here in a second, but the big thing here is I kept seeing all the things you could pair with it. Most time it was like cheese and fruit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, Jed can't eat cheese without it upsetting his tummy, and then he farts up the tiny house.
One horrible time.
Well, his thing is, I can't eat fruit without farting up a normal-sized house and then sleeping in the shed.
Okay.
I'm just here between these two guys talking about farting.
We're gonna fart a lot.
Chris, you do.
This is a mukbang.
It's not a mukbang. Not a mukbang.
It's Nikado Avocado just letting out a massive fart happen.
No, we don't talk about him here.
Look.
Oh yeah, he's problematic now, isn't he?
He worked his ass off and lost a lot of weight. I'm proud of him. Also envious, but proud.
But
of the weight loss, nothing else. Just
so
just the way.
Let me be clear. Don't get it twisted.
So the original idea was to make a bunch of tapas, and then we realized we did not want to cook because Chris or Jed or me would be late, and I live here and I could still be late.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to cook and then be doing this at like 9 o'clock at night because then y'all gotta drive home. Because your wife would kill you if you spent the night here without letting her know.
That would be that'd be problematic.
Yeah, would be a bad idea.
Your wife would just make rumors about us.
Or no, what she would do is walk in and
New
she'd
rumors?
be playing
New rumors about you? That
Yeah,
the
new
old
rumors.
ones?
She would make new rumors.
new rumors.
So we ditched that idea, and then my idea was to get snacks that would go well with beer. I did not tell anybody what beer we were buying because I did not know what big bottles of beer I was going to be buying.
Yeah, so you just said fancy beer, and I was like, okay. So I'll go around with the snacks because I feel like this is a good time to roll into that. So we have a small pizza, little personal pan pizza up
Little
here.
Tostinos, which has
Yeah.
no right to be as good as it is.
That's true. We've got some French onion dip and chips. We've got a I call them adult Lunchables, but this is the little charcuterie thing with the lunch meats and the crackers. We got some awesome. The internet's gonna kill me for that one. I don't care.
We got two types of chocolate.
Two types of chocolates. We got
wow.
sea salt and caramel dark chocolate, and much like my wife, intense dark chocolate. I had to pause for dramatic effect.
You know, I'm gonna have
What's
to
over
clip. I'm gonna have to clip that for your wife. You know, I have you just romantically talking about your wife as one of the clips from Extra Life, so I can send it to her.
I know it exists, but I also know that you never got it because she's like, I don't know.
I haven't sent it yet because I still have to go through the like 55 clips from Extra Life.
So I paid $1 for this.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, God.
Off-brand Lunchable. It's not a Lunchly though, so I don't suspect there's mold in there.
No mold, no lead.
I got this beef bone broth.
Oh, you got the
Just
Shin.
the fancy one.
You got the Shin Black Ramen.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
fancy one.
$1.50 as opposed to 80 cents.
Look,
Okay, that stuff's legit good unless you add like the super red hot powder.
I
which
got
think you
the
did.
knockoff Thin Mints.
Open those up.
and
It's
then
sonically unpleasant.
Hewitt went and bought a giant tray of baklava.
Before anybody tries to say I'm being bougie, this was $13 at Sam's Club.
My charcuterie costs more than that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fuck you. You don't. Fuck you. I don't need to be buying you now.
It was only like $2.
Shut up. I don't need to know there's an alternative to Thin Mints I can get when his daughter's not selling cookies.
That's too good to be that. How you gonna be?
I'm mad at it.
Girl Scouts out of business. Hang on, they're standing outside of Great Back.
Man, they had a marshmallow fudge one. I was like this close to buying.
No.
I'm low-key
Girl
kinda-
Scouts are gonna be standing outside of Walmart trying to hustle their cookies. $5 a box or whatever they are now. They were $5. Maybe they're more next year. I don't know yet. And these things are $2 inside Walmart. It's messed up.
Yeah,
I'm still buying your daughter cookies. 'Cause they
Yeah,
got
I'm
tango
gonna-
walls.
Yeah, she's got a whole racket.
I did not buy any of the other snacks because I've been broke.
No, it's okay. You don't
Oh,
have
wait,
to.
hold on. I didn't move the trash can over here.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, that's miles away.
He's going to get it.
Jed crossing the Sahara.
Where we?
Just stick it over to the side so we can just keep passing.
Beside me. Got it. I am the one that provides the beer. I am the one that throws it away. I am the alpha and the omega of the trash that we make.
All right, so the way this works is we're going to start with the red because that is just the baseline of the Chimay.
Chamazier.
My child is in trouble. Chimay Premier is a copper-tinted brown ale that combines generous hints of fruit, toast, and sweet caramel. The Trappist logo certifies that this ale is brewed in a Trappist abbey and that the majority of sales income is intended for social aid. The exceptional yeast, isolated by Father Theodore, combined with the purity of the highly protected water of the abbey's wells, gives Chimay a unique richness. Since 1862,
It's still
Chimay-
going.
Chimay's secondary fermentation
They
ales
really give a fuck about the
have
beer.
neither been pasteurized nor filtered, and only natural ingredients are used. Beer fermented in the bottle contains barley and wheat. Caution: contents under pressure. Use extreme caution and point bottle away from yourself and others when opening.
I thought we were supposed to point it at our throat.
You aim it at the camera. It could make a really cool shot.
So, yep, this is a Chimay Parish Trappist Ale.
Shema.
We are looking at 7% alcohol per volume. And so this is the thing I like is we have the fancy little doodad on the top.
Yeah, like champagne.
All right, I'm going to need a cup here soon. I'm also going to move my cell phone up out the way.
That's gonna happen at least 3 more times. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make those sounds.
Pour that beer.
What are you, RFK?
We're not getting into that. We're not getting into a man with brain worms that wants to tell me how to live a healthy life.
Look, we got to eat some of the snacks here soon, or because he's going to ban them.
It's gonna be.
No, they're just going to become unhealthy because they're going to take all the
He's
stuff
going to put
off.
beef tallow in it.
He's going to take all the shit off of the outside of it that lets you know what's in it.
First of all, beef tallow is delicious.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I'll
But eating it every day is probably not good for you.
It's gonna. He's gonna ruin good things for us. All right,
Yeah,
Jed,
really.
top yourself off a little bit, and Chris got the worst pour. I'm sorry, Chris.
Let's see how it is.
Oh no. I
Oh,
don't.
this beer is so good.
So I wish I had Gouda, but Jed's allergic to the death mold.
I literally bought pills for this night.
I just keep teasing you, Jed. So I don't usually get this one because the thing is, all the Chimays are the same price.
Yeah.
But y'all look at that color. It's a good dark opaque.
You can't see through it even when you try.
Who's texting us?
Who's texting us? Who that?
I can't see who that is. I can't. I'm too far away. Jed, what do your L5s see?
HENCHMAN05.
Oh, is that a bot?
No.
Good evening, guys. What beer are you drinking right now? Ah, Chimay. Love it.
Oh, okay. It's
Thank you. Don't insult somebody by saying they're a bot immediately. Yeah, we
I'm
got.
sorry. The
I
internet's
don't know.
dead.
We're going to call you Henman. Thanks,
Good.
Henman.
Thank you.
But just the smell is great.
Solid.
Okay.
That's enjoyable.
That's good. Let's see
I
how
don't-
it tastes with sour cream.
French onion dip.
Here you go, Jed. Here's a cashew roll.
Honestly, the French onion kind of just overpowers it.
There you go, Chris.
That's not a good move, French onion. French onion is not a good move. Let's try it with baklava.
I'm gonna try it with the same one that Jed's got because we got the one that keeps wanting to pull off.
Well, that's sugar on sugar, too.
He's from Belgium. I
Oh.
got from Belgium. I can't read the rest of it.
We're having to read from very far away.
He wants to see how we like the beers. They're good.
They're good, very good.
Sponsor us, Shemay.
Okay, the baklava with it
Oh,
is amazing. Like the sweetness pairs really well. Hand me some meat and cracker, please.
big cracker stuff.
Yeah, slapping meat on you.
Don't refer to this being slapped with meat. That's weird.
So
That's really good with the baklava.
so these two right here
Uh-huh.
are huge fans of Belgian beers, and he introduced me to them because for a long time when we like back in the day when we used to be like, I got $50, you got $50. We don't have kids. This is Friday night. We're gonna get good beer and good food. I would not buy big bottles because I felt like I was wasting
Mhm.
money until it was a quality over quantity situation.
Yeah. Back in the day when it was like $6 to $8 for like 6 packs.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
The meat goes with it really well too. But
meat works. I like the meat.
Well, it's like meat. It's
Baklava.
like a salty sweet thing.
the baklava, I think, hit better with it. Like they were more complimentary, but the meat and the beer, like the contrast is more enjoyable.
Yeah, that saltiness goes really well.
All right, I'm about to commit sacrilege. Someone get me a piece of that Tostina's pizza.
That's all you, boss.
I'm sorry, person from Belgium. I forgot your name.
We're going with Hinman.
Hinman.
Inman, I'm sorry.
What's your favorite beer? Mine is Chimay Cinq Saint, and I'm an American, so I'm mispronouncing it. The white label Chimay is one of my favorites. However, there was for a while we can't get it anymore. There was a different Trappist ale
Give me one.
that we used to get that was so good. Do you remember the one I'm talking about? Like
I
it was
think I
from
do.
it was the liquor store on 18th Street before it got kind of grody.
I mean, it was always grody, but it got grody and then they stopped having good beer.
We got gross, and they stopped having good stuff. So you know, like that guy.
But the reserve is.
With what beers?
With those beers, Westerns. WST.
You know what? I'm going to make this easier on us.
You're gonna pull it up on your phone.
Yeah.
West. That is a word that is not a word that I know.
He's like, I'm too American and white.
Look, man. Dyslexia is kicking in.
No, I don't want to stream someone random.
You want to stream random people? It's
Oh.
fine.
I got another solution for us.
Good times.
Good times.
Eating the sticking of pizza.
What are we, team bonus action?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Tostitos in the beer, I don't recommend.
Okay.
He says as I take
that actually looks familiar.
I don't know if they are. Grab the bottle.
have the bottle. What am I looking for?
It's a. Okay, can y'all see that a little bit easier over there now that I zoomed it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. See, I got a government warning.
Please don't tell me I'm going to be running to find out this is brewed in the United States because it's
No.
extract from.
It's brewed at Southmont Abbey and bottled by Brew de Chimay, Belgium. So like the
Oh God, that's so good.
I don't know.
I've read about this beer.
what?
I don't even know if they have it here in the U.S.
No, it's like the problem is we live in that geographic anomaly that's 2 weeks away from everything.
Yeah.
To quote "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Yep.
So there's a lot of beers that we don't get anymore. We used to get a lot more. Like my favorite Old Rasputin through North Coast, we used to be able to get, but because the Greater Coors Company and our Marsala, our actual beverage distributor here, don't have a contract with each other anymore and won't. because Coors wanted to increase the fee that they charge them.
Yeah.
We don't get access to a lot of beers. Like I miss Third Shift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Third Shift was so good. I miss Old Rasputin, Red Seal.
yeah. To explain, there's different distributors that handle different beers, especially when you get down into the granular level when it comes to like microbreweries and imports.
Yeah.
So, oh my god. Okay, I get it. So, like, if that falls through, we could lose like dozens of different types of beers,
Mm-hmm.
which happened, unfortunately.
Yeah, because there used to be a lot more. Because like right now, if you want a tall bottle, 90% of what we can get in gas stations and not the expensive liquor stores is barrel aged milk stouts
Mm-hmm.
No.
that have been sitting there.
Not a fan of milk stouts. That just, I could have stopped at milk. Not a fan of milk.
My thing is, there's certain milk stouts that are good. Like I like Dragon's Milk. That was good.
That's solid. It's a solid one.
I like the one from our brewery, Final Resting Place or whatever. That's the double IPA, but they have a milk stout from Flying Tiger. That's good. I
I know import costs. I bet import costs are high. Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
about to be fucking higher.
Oh god.
Oh man, the tariffs are gonna be. The tariffs are definitely gonna not hurt American people at all.
See, so Chimay is
Yeah.
one of the only 10 Trappist beers here in Belgium. Oh wow!
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Now there was also
So
some,
it's still only made by monks. Yeah.
one of the other things I miss is there was a Trappist beer cheese made by monks that used to be carried in Brookshire's, and remember they stopped carrying that about the time Vincent was born.
Yeah, but there was. I don't know if it was like the first Trump administration or if there was something else that happened, but there are a lot of imported stuff that just disappeared in like 2017 to 2019.
Well, I think the Trappist cheese. I think you and I might have been the only one
Yeah.
buying it from the two Brookshires that we got from because it was like $14 a wedge.
So this
Most
isn't-
Trappist beers have their own cheese. Yeah. So,
This isn't supposed to be a political channel, but we all do have the same general political viewpoint. And when we're talking about and enjoying imported beers, and the most recent president or
Would you?
president-elect is all anti anything that isn't American, it kind of turns that way, and it's not because we want to bash him, but also stop fucking with our stuff.
oh, sorry. I'm sort of happy Americans know something about Belgian. Yeah, I used to study as though.
We're not even from one of the good parts of America. Like, our state sucks at educating people.
Okay, to be
we
fair,
did this by
we,
ourselves.
we do come from one of the most flavorful states, though.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. We suck at
try-
educating each other. We're great at cooking.
We had to trade it off: education or knowing what spices other than pepper are.
It's like, do you want to be healthy or do you want to have good food? We're like,
Good
hit
food.
the good food button.
Good food. I'm just gonna smash the good
Beyond
food.
Venu, Louisiana. In other words, we're from Louisiana. I quoted the sign that's like, when you come in Louisiana, there's "Welcome to Louisiana," and then "Beyond Venu, Louisiana," and everybody's like, "Beyond Vanu, Luzerne."
Go back to Texas. Just go back to Texas.
Look, the number of people that can't say "Les Bon Temps Roulé," and I don't even fully say it right because we're in North Louisiana. We're not even from the
True.
fun part of
It's
Louisiana.
true. We're an hour from Arkansas. It's true.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. What state are you from? This is like extremely weird. I'm a longtime Saints fan. Oh my God! Yes.
My dude. Oh, wait. Right there. I got it. Had it on my skin, son. I've had that since like 07. It's
We might have just made a fan. Might have just made a friend. for
right
life
there.
in Jen.
Right there. We're friends now. Come on out to my place.
Who dat?
Woo! Yo.
Oh my God. Whew,
Man.
okay,
That's great. That's great. We should
But
move
that-
on.
we
No,
should like.
no,
look,
we
I
could-
have
We're
my
gonna live
phone.
here for a minute.
I have my
Okay.
phone. I have my phone off to the side, ready for like the AI generated conversation question. I don't think we might. I'm not
Oh,
sure we
man.
might need it.
Oh,
Man,
Jesus,
man.
3 a.m. there.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you for the watch.
Who's
Woo,
watching it?
followed us.
Oh, thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Whew.
Are you good?
No, I'm just happy. Like, this is the most chat interaction we've had in a minute. Oh, now we're hitting the blue.
Yeah. But we used to brew beer.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Why?
Did you fart?
No.
That was gross.
Wow.
All right.
Is there a smell?
No, I heard something.
I like how you're even questioning yourself now on that.
Anyway.
It's like, did I fart?
No, I have a.
It's like we're gaslighting.
So anyway, Saints talk real quick. Reason's gonna get us back into some kind of winning form, but we're probably gonna end up with like 6 or 7 total. Shit.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
That's the delayed watch noise. Ooh, where did that go?
I don't know. These corks are awesome.
But so when we used to brew beer, I was like,
We made one Belgian. Oh my god.
and that's like definitely a skill that is honed. Like Belgians know what they're doing when
So-
it comes to beer.
So what's the difference between these labels other than the color? Like,
I
let
will
me know.
read it. Part of it's going to be alcohol volume, and part of it's
okay.
going to be the ingredients.
Mm.
Okay.
I believe some of the beers.
Big- I feel like my pour's been generous both times, and I'm good with it.
Riz has everyone fired up, man. I think that's for you.
No, Riz does have people fired up. Coach Riz is coming in. My favorite thing about him, and it's because and I'm gonna get a little bit on the Saints soapbox here for a second. My biggest issue with Dennis Allen was the fact that he apologized to the Falcons, because we're supposed to hate the Falcons. The Falcons suck. Yeah, go on record for that one, sure. And then we run the score up on them because Jameis decides to give somebody a touchdown when we're on like the freaking 2-yard line. Yeah, go ahead. The Falcons suck. Make them. If you don't want us to score, be a better football team. And Dennis Allen goes and apologizes after the game because that's not what he's about. And I was like, that's what we're about.
Yeah.
What?
That's
He's
what we're.
not- we
That's
can't
what the
edit
Saints
it.
have always been about. And then the whole time, Coach Riz is just in the background cheering the team on, and because it's what we do, it's who we've always been. Like Dennis Allen he never really fit, not really, not as the leader, but Coach Riz got us back to the swag that we should always have had, and hopefully that carries us on to like a decent year. I'll get off my box.
See, it's difficult to follow Saints news.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody watches football here. But I try to watch every game, man. Middle of the night, even.
If you have the chance to stream anything or listen to somebody, there's a few good ones. The Locked On podcast, the Locked On guys have a podcast for every single team, and there's one that they do for the Saints. He has a new thing every single day. If you could just listen to like one of his a week, like you'll understand a lot more about what's going on behind the scenes. Every Thursday he invites on the guy who does the podcast for the other team, and so they both like this today was both the Saints guy and the Browns guy on the same podcast. It was pretty legit.
I forgot that this actually we needed to get the Belgian beer glasses, but yeah,
Oh,
it is what it is.
I don't have any of those anymore.
I have some at the house, but
We're American. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is that different shaped beer glasses do actually affect the notes that you get, especially
Yeah.
smell.
But with this one, Chimay Grand Reserve, which this is probably my favorite one out. It's a dark brown beer with hints of fruit, chocolate, and spices whose flavor gets that better and better with each time. And it goes on the same. Oh yeah, let's open up those.
This is a lot of
It
mint.
goes on the same explanation of Trappist ales.
Yeah.
Like, okay, our friend in chat might have a better idea of this, but if I understand correctly, Chimay or Trappist beers, they're often brewed, like there's different levels to them. There's like a double, triple, and so on and so forth that are drank for different occasions or drank depending on who's there.
Okay.
I believe that's how it goes. Of course,
Opening up the Gary.
You know,
chocolate.
I can relate because sometimes I don't pull out the good alcohol depending on who's there. So yeah, like
Chris and I've never had Jed's good alcohol.
It's a sacrilege to drink from a long glass, but you guys get a pass. Or wrong glass. Oh,
Yeah. Thanks for the pass. We need it.
You know what? Yeah, we definitely do. It's been a rough week.
yeah.
It's been a rough week. Thank you, sir. We'll pass around the.
I was like, I thought I was gonna be funny with like the cheap snacks, and then I'm like, oh, I did this because I'm just
Broke.
and just wanted to contribute.
Okay, just on its own,
Let's see.
this is one of my favorite chocolates. I got the.
Yeah, these are.
I want to go for the darkest one.
Well, you would, but the darker ones are like 70-something% cocoa. What's it say? 75?
72. God.
72?
God.
72%
Oh hell yeah!
of
Thank you.
cocoa.
I don't like
it's real
cocoa.
dark. It's real bitter, but I love it. Anything above that, just like
Oh, okay.
is
This is on the edge of my
Yeah.
acceptance zone.
This is what I love, but it's like anything above that's beyond.
Okay, so chocolate is one of the things you're supposed to pair with it according to the internet.
Uh-huh.
So let's. Oh my God, that's good.
Yeah, it works.
And this is 9% alcohol.
Yeah. I
Oh,
believe so.
damn. What was this one again?
This is the Premier.
Here.
Oh no, this is Grand Reserve.
Fine.
It's on the front. It's 9%.
9%.
So which glass am I supposed to drink this out of?
It's
It's shaped kind of like a brandy snifter.
yeah, it looks like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I love how it says on the bottle, drink
Yeah.
out of this, not this.
I
And-
looked at
and
that
we-
and I
and
was
we-
like,
And we all looked at that and was like,
Gold.
fuck you.
Skull, we say here are. I'm gonna fuck that up.
Yes, on Peter.
Guess on here.
What is okay? I gotta ask this because there's an American expat artist I follow that she married a guy from Belgium. What is the name of like the little beer gnome that's around at Christmas or like? I don't know. She's drawn like 2 comics about it. She's confused by it, but everybody else seems to know what the fuck it is.
God, I feel like you're saying something racist right now.
No,
It feels very insulting to anyone who's in the culture. Like I'm not part of that culture, but I feel like you might gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
I'm
It's like if someone came down here, it's like, so you believe in werewolves and shit?
actually yes.
It's a rougarou and shut your mouth.
Okay, put the dark chocolate in your mouth and drink the beer at the same time.
I've already done it. It's amazing.
It's fucking good.
I was gonna say this about Gojira.
Hmm.
Funny you mentioned it. I've seen them live. They're amazing, and I was super happy about the French Olympics when I first saw that because I saw it on like social media. People talking about, oh yeah, this metal concert. I was like, okay, it's cool. Metal opening for the Olympics, and then I see fucking Joe Duplantier, and I'm like, what the fuck?
This guy's
Oh, that explains it. There is a beer brand called Le Chou, which is a leprechaun logo. They have a special Christmas beer. Is that what you mean? I think that's what it is.
okay.
Because her husband has never explained it to her because it's a great inside joke between him and his Belgian friends with his American wife.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh no. The Jarl, Antonia's husband, went to Ohio once.
Yeah, I love the. I'm sorry, I'm talking now. I'm hijacking talking about Gojira.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
man. Gojira's a good
Yeah.
band.
Oh, get on
Yeah,
your soapbox.
like,
I got on my box.
The
you got on your
Olympic
box.
show with the Marie
Yeah.
Antoinette with the headless.
Look, man,
That was some shit.
I've never seen someone so excited about the opening of an Olympics other than you. Like,
I didn't even watch the Olympics. I just watched that and I downloaded the song on my phone.
Once the meme about the dude who just showed up looking like dad off the street for the shooting competition
yeah.
popped up, I started watching the rest of the shooting competition. I'm like, everybody else is out here looking like Cyborg 009. This dude just like dad was bored today and walked up. Kind of like, remember in the Winter Olympics last time, the American curling team looked like dads who just wanted to get out of the house, and the thing went way too far. Like, we have no clue how we made it here.
100%. The American curling team was just dads who decided to do something for fun and get away from their wives,
And
and
then,
then
they
I
got
ended up in the
do
Olympics.
I do like the Turkish guy. They were like, yeah, this guy's a hitman.
no, that's the dude I'm talking about.
Yeah, they were just
Like the number of memes, he's just out there like, it's Tuesday for him, and it's like, oh man. Okay.
That with the dark chocolate is amazing.
Okay, I don't like the
That-
dark chocolate on its own. I love the beer on its own. Together, though, that is Okay, you
I
see
like them both on their own, and I love them. I love them together.
Ratatouille moment.
Yeah.
The brain explosion.
Look,
A ratatouille moment, he says.
I have to commit a cardinal sin.
He's gonna eat some ramen noodles with beer.
The problem is you didn't bring other forks for us.
There are other forks.
Oh shit! I'm full of it. Okay,
yeah.
good. We will not let our boy commit this sin alone.
I was gonna.
Oh, that tastes terrible.
There you go.
I've eaten enough bad things at this table. Why are you gonna name me this? Two guys in a row gonna say this is horrible.
Okay, for $1.50, that's not bad.
How strong are these beers to us? Okay, so for us,
Not at all.
they're not like super strong. A lot of people here like light beers, or they like light pilsners.
That's not what we do.
We usually like. I mean, this is usually.
So,
This is about as light as we get.
or
That's
roll back.
water.
Yeah.
This is
Hand me a can of water, please.
haven't opened this yet. So Yingling is an American ale.
It's a lager,
It's a lager. It's a pretty light beer. What is this, like 4%?
something like that.
Anyway,
But it's
But- we call these lawnmower beers because it's something you drink when you've been doing yard work. You've been outside this whole time. But
Or you do like me and drink it while you're mowing.
yeah, drink it while you're mowing. It's fine.
It's
This
not-
is the kind of stuff that we drink and we enjoy. Hewitt was talking about Old Rasputin, which it comes out the bottle like motor oil. We are not the typical Americans when it comes to drinking beer because
Guinness hits the light beer end for this table.
yeah.
because it doesn't have as much flavor. Like it's good, but it's better when it's draft and it's got to be built. Not just
Yeah, and
for
I
Don't-
like-
build the Guinness.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Don't crap on Coors. It is not a good beer, but Coors is my go-to when I got $6.
Well,
Crap on Coors all you
to
want.
Be clear. To be clear.
Mr. Coors was a racist.
Coors Banquet.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
Okay, to be
He's
fair.
very much a racist. You can crap on him all you want.
Same thing
Coors
with
Banquet-
Anheuser and Busch
Yeah.
But
and Schlitz.
But when it comes to like, if we want to be cheap and we'll get Coors Banquet, which is not Coors Light. It's still not like a heavy beer.
No, that's water.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's go. Let's put it this way. What is your favorite beer and its ABV?
Favorite beer, and I'll go on. Is actually
That's fair. I'm not a pills guy either.
Same.
my favorite beer is a dark lager that's come from the Great Raft Brewing Company called
Oh, you like Reasonably Corrupt?
Reasonably Corrupt.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
It's about like an 8 or a 9 APV. It's under 10, well over 5. It's a dark beer. It's got some good chocolate and coffee undernotes.
It is good coffee. It is good coffee.
And so it leans more into the coffee, and it's just a good solid. Any day of the week, I'll have that beer, which is why that's
the
favorite.
The bitter notes in that
Yeah.
are so good. Like the bitter notes will go with meat
Mhm.
or something sweet at the same time. It's great.
And that's the reason I lean towards it because it doesn't make you want to have to like I have to have this with it, I have to have that with it. It's just the beer that you can have with anything, but it's still dark enough and has enough flavor to where it's worthwhile.
Have you had a Cosmo from Shiner in Texas when they have the variety packs out?
No.
That's their black lager. It's a little smoother. It's okay.
So-
You started talking about it like it's gonna be amazing, and it's okay.
Okay, look. My thing when I say like
Yeah.
a dark beer or a heavy beer, I mean when you're drinking it, the mouthfeel, like Guinness is thin.
It's thin.
Cosmo is thin. Like Cosmo's is
That's
thin
a
as
good. That's a good word for it.
Yeah,
that
it's thin. Like with Old Rasputin, it's not. But I'll
It's so
let
thick.
Chris go.
It's so freaking thick.
Okay, so
So many C's.
I'm not going to name a specific company because here's the thing. Like there are so if I'm going to name a favorite beer right now, I know it's antithetical to me crapping on pilsners. I'm not a fan of pilsners, but I am a fan of blonde ales.
Blondes are
and there's a beer here that's come from here called the Bomber Blonde by
used to be Burma Blonde.
yeah, and it's what is it? What
It's by
Flying Tiger.
by
Yeah.
Flying Tiger, our local brewery.
But I also like Killian's Red is okay. If I could find a better red ale here, like we used
Red-
to have more red ale,
Red Seal from North Coast.
and it's the same thing with a lot of beers here. Like I want to get saisons here again. We don't have a lot of saisons, or at least not a lot of good saisons.
No,
Now, if you go to the brewery, Flying Tiger Brewery, they usually have a saison on tap. It's really freaking good. But you gotta be in the brewery. I don't see that in the stores anymore.
no, it's the thing is with saisons is they're such a farmhouse ale. Like they're literally, I got shit I need to scrape the bottom of the barrel and make it, and that's the reason why.
And they're usually fermenting over the summer.
Like Parish?
Mhm.
Yeah, Parish makes a saison every year, and none of their saisons have been the same because they are literally throwing what was left at the end of the brewing season.
I am telling you,
make a
like,
beer.
and I'm not just trying to like, prop up the Belgians here, but when it comes to like actually crafting beer, the way the Belgians do it, they have.
We had to be so much more meticulous for that.
What I'd like to point out is the consistency, because you were talking about the saisons changing every year. That's because we're not going to stay consistent with stuff. We're not trying to make it. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel for the year. We got to ferment it over the summer. The consistency of making great saisons or making a great Belgian beer, it's amazing. It's awesome.
Now,
We fuck it up.
yeah, we would. My favorite beer, we've already mentioned it. My favorite beer is Old Rasputin, a Russian Imperial Stout that is 9 to 11%, depending on the barrel. They usually advertise at 9. However, if you get the barrel aged 10-year-old Old Rasputin, it's 16%.
Old, doubly old.
Old squared. This is post death.
Oh, old to the power.
This is post death. Broke out of the ice in the river Rasputin. And I love that because that is a thick beer. It has the mouth feel, like when you drink it, it's there and you feel it and you know it. Like this, I can drink one of these and have an empty can and be like, oh, it's like I drank a Coke. Or as the Canadians call it, a wobbly pop. But like Old Rasputin, when I drink it, I am drinking a fucking can of alcoholic gravy. And I love that because it has a punch. Like I can drink 1 or 2 Old Rasputins and I'm solid the rest of the night. And I nurse it when I get them.
So,
Now, my second most favorite beer,
pickle beer.
no, Scrimshaw, which is a Pils. Scrimshaw comes from North Coast. North Coast made Scrimshaw. It is the box, the artwork on everything from North Coast is so pretty.
No,
Everything.
that's the color of this beer.
That's the lager we're drinking
Yeah.
right now. It's fairly see through. It's pretty light.
It's got rice husk in it.
To quote Hewitt when we first started, it's a palate cleanser. between these guys.
Were you?
I mean, I'm good. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you and I know what Scrimshaw is. I got to get Scrimshaw back for Jed. The problem is that we are currently 400 miles away from the nearest distributor of North Coast Brewing.
Which is also a really weird thing when you talk about like America versus other countries and how far away they are from each other. Because we talk about things being a few states away, or you gotta go to the other side of Texas, and that's a long way away.
Let's be fair. The other side of Texas.
It's all of Europe.
Okay, so like I'm about at Christmas. Like we're gonna go see my parents, provided they don't do anything jacked up on Thanksgiving.
They might.
And then we're gonna drive. We're gonna go to my parents for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna drive to my in-laws. We're in South Bend, Indiana. That's 13 and a half hours away.
Yeah.
Which Americans measure everything by hours. We don't even look at miles. Like
Talk about the time it takes. Not the
it
miles.
is 957 miles from here to South Bend. If I hit Texas and I drive 900 and some odd miles, I'm still in Texas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like if I'm driving on I-20 towards El Paso, I'm in Texas at the end of that 13 hours. If I hook at Dallas and try to go down to Houston, I am still in Texas by the time I get to San Antonio 13 hours
To
later.
be fair, if you hook at Dallas and try to go to Houston, you went the wrong way.
That's true. You need
You
to
need to
hook,
go-
you
you
hook
gotta go
at
on an angle.
Shreveport. You gotta hook at Shreveport
Yeah.
and go down that way and go down the highways. But I mean, the thing is that Texas is the only state I know that you take a road trip 12 hours away to another part of Texas. The only other state I can say that about is I've been in Alaska,
Mhm.
and Alaska is fucking 18 hours away from Alaska.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
100%.
I'm gonna catch up on the comments from our friend here.
Okay,
You guys have a lot of microbreweries. We do.
we do. Actually, hold on. Let's correct that. A lot of our microbreweries are still microbreweries, but they're now owned by the major corporations. Like Abita is actually owned by Ichiban.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you have like
Everything in America starts
Goose
off as a
Island.
microbrewery and then eventually gets
Okay,
bought by
next, Sam
somebody else.
Adams is still independent. Jungling is still independent.
and
That's fair.
also I believe
Independent.
Dogfish is still.
Dogfish is. We lost Anchor Brewing. I'm sad about Anchor Brewing because they had the steam ale.
Yeah.
Steam ales were so good.
But the main thing I'm jealous about, like Europe, is just the old breweries and the places that have had like.
There are recipes that have, like, okay, especially in wine and mead, there are places that have mothers older than this country.
Yeah.
That's true.
To answer the question, Art, you didn't ask a question, but it is strange that the strength can change over here. Like smaller breweries, especially, and if you're talking about like 2008 to 2015, there was like an explosion of microbreweries, and they were all trying to do their own thing.
And then they got snatched up.
And then either they got snatched up or they failed. And there's a lot of, like, to be honest, there's a lot of great microbreweries out there, but there's also a lot of duds.
Yeah, that's
Just,
Well, But let's put it out this way: like the thing America is known for is the American light beer, which is the light pilsner, which is the Velveeta
yeah.
of beers. Like
Yeah.
It's not really.
American cheese is not really cheese. Much like I say, our pilsners, like our light beers, are not really a full beer.
Beer.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you know why Budweiser started watering down their beer? Because you remember when they had the copper ale that came out like about 12 years ago,
Mhm.
and that shit was good.
Yeah.
That was one of the original Budweiser recipes from the 1800s. The reason they started watering them down is so that workers wouldn't get shit faced. So, even in Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, there was a beer boy. The beer boy carried around buckets of beer, and you could dip a ladle in and get a sip of beer while you're working the assembly line. And that got a lot of immigrants to work in the meat markets in Chicago. The thing is, that piss water beer
Yeah.
was what we drink today as Bud Light or Coors Light or Miller Light, because the reason you do that is there are nutrients in beer that can help you keep going,
Yeah, it's kind
but if you water it down, you cut out the alcohol. And the temperance movement in the late 1800s, before we got full prohibition, that ruined American liquor and beer.
Mhm.
Like
yeah, like if you're going to talk about why American beer sucked for so long, it's prohibition.
okay, like third shift
To-
and batch 19.
To the
Those were
people who are
pre-prohibition
watching
days.
this and don't know, Hewitt's a history teacher.
Mhm.
This is something that he has studied for years, and he teaches our young about. He understands.
He
Now,
tried
they
to-
don't have tests on beer. He just knows shit.
We brew. At the same time, you're also looking at someone that is about to have to be extremely careful, because I will call a student by their preferred pronoun, and that means I am currently violating 2 laws,
But
and I'm going to keep doing it.
But okay, so this sounds interesting. A Guden Corrales Classic,
Ooh,
8.5 Ruby Triple.
I like the
That sounds-
ruby in that.
I like the Ruby in that too.
No, just making up words.
It's
What is
like-
this?
You like it? I'm going to stop, because words being switched around are inappropriate.
But yeah,
He likes it. What was it? Intense dark.
No.
Dark intense dark. That's that right.
Sure.
It's intense dark.
But yeah, no. I have a friend in Ireland. Tony talked about this to me when she was like, I think we were talking about driving to New Orleans one day.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, it's going to be about a 6-hour
No,
drive.
no, no,
And she
no,
was
no.
like, that seems.
No. We mentioned we were going to go pick up my brother-in-law's from Sparta, Illinois.
Oh,
We-
yeah.
we mentioned we were going to drive 8 hours to another state. Like we were going to pass through 5 states, go to Illinois, grab my brother-in-law's, and be back in the same day, switching out drivers.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
It is, but think about it. If you're switching out drivers on that trip, and at the same time, not gonna lie, we stopped at a dope ass restaurant that throws biscuits at you,
Yeah.
and we spent a hot minute at the restaurant that throws biscuits at you.
And then,
Because, Jed, are you not gonna stop at the restaurant that's just like have a fucking biscuit, fat ass?
I'm gonna stop at the restaurant, but also, I'm not discounting it because I've done it before. When you're switching drivers, it doesn't hurt as bad, but it's still a lot.
okay,
Like,
the
I've-
reason why
I've
we
gone-
decided to do it, though.
I've done the most ridiculous road trips. I've driven to the Grand Canyon without stopping.
That's impressive.
We switch drivers. We continuously rotated drivers, so you get a couple hours of sleep and you keep going.
Yeah.
But we got all the way there without
The
stopping.
main reason why we decided to do the
The-
8-hour or the 16-hour trip,
Yeah.
is because we got there
And my mother-in-law had a pop-up camper.
and we were trying to sleep. I don't even think your brother-in-laws were sleeping in. They had to sleep with us in the.
No. So, my oldest brother-in-law was about 13 at the time, and he was sleeping on one section because it was a pop-out and it was long enough for someone that's not 6 foot.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let me go ahead and throw this out there. I'm at or just a hair under 6 foot. Jed is the same way.
Same.
Chris is 6'9" for no reason.
I'm 6'4".
He's annoyingly tall.
Yeah, so I don't consider myself overly tall because like most of my friends are his size. Like his brother is his size. My buddy Jed, or
Jed.
not Jed.
I'm right here. Yeah.
Yeah, Jed. No, like not Moose.
Moose is the tallest of all of them.
Moose is tall.
Moose is 6'6", almost 6'7". Like I had like Phil, like all my friends. Like I grew up feeling like I was a short kid. Being like right around 6 foot, and like I had 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" friends. Like I always felt I was short. So like I get in the camp, like Chris and I go in the camp. She's like, "Well, Evan and Cole sleep with me," and like that's like saying we're gonna share a full size mattress.
That's not okay.
And so like they want me and Chris to be on that. My feet would have been hanging 2 inches off. Chris and I would have had to spoon so tightly to fit into that space.
And then we just got into the sauna that was your car at the time.
Yeah, because AC had died in the car. We tried to sleep in the back of the PT
And then that didn't work. And
because
then,
we were both too big to sleep in the back of the PT. So eventually we
and
went.
in the middle of the night, we're like,
We're going. We're going.
It's
We're gonna
time to go.
we're gonna steal the brother-in-laws and we're just gonna go. God, Waffle House was so good that night.
Anyway.
So at 6'2", well, no, Belgium and the Netherlands are noted for actually being fairly tall compared to a lot of the surrounding areas. But
Tall people or long?
tall people.
Okay.
The
Trying to make sure,
the
'cause-
Netherlands actually has, I think, the highest average height in Europe,
Yeah.
which is why in Italia, when Netherlands showed up, they were stupid tall, like taller than Russia.
Yeah, my only experience with the general area was my very long time at the Amsterdam airport. We
Yeah, we also do play D&D.
Yes, we do. In fact, we're going to be picking up with a Monster of the Week campaign Sunday. Jed's going to probably skip out.
yeah
Unless you somehow convince my wife to watch all the children.
that's the thing. It's like that's
Okay,
kids.
look, guys.
It's kids.
She's not here. She's not here. Let's lean in conspiratorially.
I swear to God, if she starts chatting.
If she does, y'all can run. There's a door right here. I can't go. You know what? I will stand there and yell, "You cannot pass. You shall not pass." I will be Gandalf for you to escape.
He'll come back at you with the whiter.
You at the pasty.
I mean, you're
He'll
technically...
come back at you with the Republican.
Oh, fuck that. No, god damn. I ain't doing that shit. No, Jed, you lose 10 aura. You lose 10 aura.
10 aura.
Suddenly he
I'll
comes
take it.
back, he's like,
I'll take it. That
divorced.
was a good joke. That was a good day.
I'm divorced. I'm going to explain to you why it's the lips' fault.
I got
Complain about the
stuff.
fluoride in the water real quick.
Hold on, what's the question? An
Odyssey
Odyssey of
the
Dragon Lords?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the
It's,
Dragonlance one?
Oh no, it's a RPG based in Greek mythology.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm going to be running a Monster of the Week campaign, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse system. The reason I want to run this until he's ready to run Darrow again, which Jed and I are chomping at the bit for, because I'm playing a cowboy and you're playing a goddamn hero.
I'm a fucking god. What are you talking about?
You are.
I am worshipped in cities who are named after me. This is weird.
Yeah, you also, my mom.
I did if your mom.
Who you did not check whether or not you were related.
I did not.
It's been long enough.
It's also 100%.
Don't you try to Dr. Stone this. It's been
Look.
3,000 years.
100%. 100%. I'm still in the mindset of like,
Look,
I'm at war. This is abroad at a city while I'm at war. Seeds must be sown. Like
it's just the
G-Melfs need love too.
it's the Arkansas proverb. It's been long enough.
Anyway, I'm going to be running Monster of the Week. The reason I like Monster of the Week for filler games is I, as the DM, do not have to roll a single dice. I have reactions to everybody's actions. And it is great. And I am going to be hitting a North American cryptid that a lot of people don't know about. Anyway, let's get to this shit.
Okay, so this one, man, clink.
You want me to read it?
I want to do the poppy though.
Chimay Sing Sing is a triple blonde in color with a fruity and spicy taste balance by the bitterness and aroma of hops. The Trappist logo certify, oh my god, you just pushed it on my plate, that this ale is brewed in a Trappist abbey and that the majority of the sales is intended for social living. The exceptional yeast is isolated by Father Theodore, combined with the purity of the highest protected water in the abbey's wells, given Chimay is unique richness. Since 1862, Chimay's secondary. Oh, the rest. This contains barley and wheat. It's not gluten free.
Yeah.
Stop.
He said stop.
This is one of my favorites. It is down. We've gone back down to 8% alcohol. The thing about this is a spiced ale.
Yeah.
This is my Christmas beer.
Okay, so just to
Oddly
answer
enough, the next one
question,
is a Christmas
I'm not
beer.
familiar with Monster of the Week. Check it out for a one shot. That's perfect for a one shot.
Yes. Monster of the Week gets its name from all the American TV shows like Buffy and Supernatural, where they're dealing with something different every week. Everything is tropey. Everything is beautiful. To give you an idea, when you go through the book, Ash Williams from Evil Dead is in it, and Harry Dresden from the Dresden Files and Buffy is in it.
Yeah,
So,
as archetypes for they call them playbooks. They're basically classes. But the way it's made is like you can do one shots, but keep your character, and then like, oh my god, you said Evil Dead. Okay, fun fact.
Hail to the King, baby. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's funny is like there is a place way down in the back roads here called S-Mart. Literal
Yep.
S-Mart.
Shop smart. Shop S smart.
But yeah, all the labels are in English here, surprisingly. I mean, if they didn't do it in English here, people would be like, "What?"
I ain't buying that.
They'd never buy it.
No,
They never buy it.
would.
Yeah.
They see this bottle, think it was champagne, get mad at it because it wasn't champagne.
It's kind of champagne.
It's kind of champagne-y.
I worked with a lady who loved champagne. She would hate this. It's not champagne.
Oh, I
It's
found the
never
other
gonna
one.
not be fun.
Hey, that one landed near the other one.
We gotta let him do the other one.
I'm gonna
You're gonna get the last one, Jed.
right on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, I'm gonna end up buying a bottle of this every now and then just so I can pop a cork because that's fun. That's
I
really
think
fucking fun.
I think if you pop this near your father-in-law, it'd be funny.
Don't pop anything to your father-in-law.
Want me to pop a cork near my father?
Because I think he'd think you being super fancy, and that he'd be down.
He'd be down to pop a cork with you. Drink that.
Oh, I still got something in there.
Blasphemy.
Hold on a second. I need to chase that.
Put you one of each chocolate on there. I need one of them things.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: the baklava,
Yeah.
a good choice.
No, give me one. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna need to take at least 3 of these home for my wife because she.
Evil
She
Hat
needs-
Monster of the Week. That is exactly. That's exactly what it is. They've done a few different games that are pretty fun. Very easy to learn, very easy to pick up. You can make a character in like 10 minutes.
Honestly, you don't even need the book to fully play the game if you get the cheat sheet from their website
And
and
I
how
think,
the moves work.
yeah, and the best thing about it is if you're the keeper, aka the DM, the
Don't
game
have to
master,
do shit.
you don't have to roll dice.
So
you can
give an
just-
example. You rolled a hit. You hit. You don't negate harm with your hit.
Yeah.
That means that you're like, oh, I do 2 harm to the monster. Well, the monster does 3 harm to you with its claws. I don't have to roll. It reacts.
Yeah, it just reacts automatically.
That's
So
cool.
All right. So this is a spiced ale. This is a wonderful ale. The color is great.
that is really good. Actually.
Oh.
Now to chase it with that Lunchable.
It's peppery. The thing I like about it is it's peppery. Hold on. Dark chocolate with it in your mouth.
Yeah, like that chocolate.
Mm. Mm.
They're good. It's not as good as the last
No,
one.
it's not. As,
No.
it doesn't go with the chocolate as good as that one.
Baklava?
Give me a bit of sausage.
There's only 2 in here.
There's so much in here. Got
Who wants a nice new pizza?
Hmm.
There's only. Okay, there's more than I thought. There was only.
That pepperoni is so thin I can see through it.
It feels so.
Jed, get a piece of salami and then drink the sink.
no, the baklava.
Okay. You got a roll.
Yep.
Okay, do I have to have this?
Whatever. Just
Mm.
right.
Mm.
Right. We don't even have the right cup. It's freaking amazing.
To be clear,
And it's because this is a spiced ale and there's so many
Mm.
words. I'm not
I don't know why they bought the chocolate. I bought dollar store snacks.
You know what? I bought chocolate because the internet in America kept recommending chocolate. But the internet will also tell you have cancer because your arm itches.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was like, I bought cheap snacks because I'm poor and also depressed. I shouldn't admit that.
You really shouldn't.
Hmm.
I bought this big thing of crackers and it's like pepperonis and salami type stuff.
Wow, this is like when I was a kid.
Just because Ed he said to bring some snacks, and I was like, this is something we can just kind of snack on. The baklava, that was all Hewitt. The chocolate was all Hewitt. But Hewitt sounds like a rich person right now.
I'm
because
not. I'm a school teacher.
He got baklava. He got fancy chocolates. He bought the beer. Dude, you sound like you're rolling in it.
Okay, look, I got a bonus check because of the sales tax clearing out right now.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, the only expensive thing I got today was the beer. The baklava and the chocolate did not hit $20.
Fuck is this?
Hey, hand me a potato chip because I want to try that. Like, try the caramel with the beer.
That's probably gonna be good. I got
Oh, he teaches history, I believe, social studies.
I teach dual enrollment, which are college level courses at my high school,
Ooh.
and then whatever other social studies they want me to teach. So they'll let me keep my dual enrollment classes. Like right now, I am teaching so many freshmen.
He's also currently going through classes to let him be a supervisor, aka principal, or headmaster in the future.
Oh, I do not like the term headmaster, man.
He's a master of the head.
Who wants to try one of these with me?
Good segue.
Look at this nice pizza.
There's only 2, Jed. It's over on your side. I'm too far away.
Uh,
After your comment, you got to take one for the team, for the headmaster.
Oh, you got a mouthful of chocolate.
That's what we're calling it.
that's what we're calling it. You got a mouthful of something. It's chocolate.
It's intensely dark.
Now we're about to be bad. But yeah, I teach dual enrollment American history. I teach dual enrollment Western Civ.
This is gonna be horrible.
It's gonna be awful. Yeah.
I've gotten in trouble because of the way I teach Western Civ because I do world history
Okay,
instead of
go,
just
go,
Western
go.
civilization.
Oh, it's so bad.
Why are we eating this?
Hand me that. Hand me that. I gotta join in on the terrible.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on.
It tastes like ketchup. Oh,
It is ketchup. Ketchup. Very bad bread. Very bad cheese.
Oh, that's so bad.
Ah.
Okay, it tastes like childhood. You know what? This doesn't. It tastes like ketchup that someone threw pepper by, but not in. Like pepper. It's a LaCroix. It's a LaCroix pizza sauce. Oh, hold on.
It is ketchup that was stored near the spice aisle.
Hold on. I gotta do this though.
Oh, no, you're
Why would you
ruining
just
that.
base this beer with that?
Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up.
The beer made the bread soggy and so much worse.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the really shitty pizza sauce overpowered the beer flavor. I don't know how. It's like it's like if Walmart somehow surpassed Sugento for a split second. God damn.
Okay. Well, I gotta do.
And I just say the croissants are a great palate cleanser for whatever you're eating. They're great for like, you know what I need? This taste out of my mouth. Croissants are great for that. Croissants.
Okay, so I don't know if it's or oh my god.
Shut up. I'm making a yakisoba roll.
Okay, I don't know if it's just because the knockoff Lunchable was so bad.
You're
but
making a what roll?
A yakisoba roll.
Hey, you know what you need with your carbs? More carbs.
Yeah, I know.
What is this?
More carbs and sodium, really.
You just shove noodles into a bread.
Yeah, I know. It just made it warm.
Like
That's all it
I'm not gonna discount. Like I do this with spaghetti, but
Yep.
with ramen it just feels weird.
You know what? I'm not gonna judge though.
I'm judging.
Here's the
This
thing.
isn't a mukbang. This isn't a mukbang.
God damn it. You keep saying that. It's going to become less true as we go on.
I
No, I did this because I've seen yakisoba rolls where they put the noodles in the bread. I did this just so the croissant would be warm.
I always wanted to visit Louisiana, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans, great city. It's a bit ratchet. Not gonna lie.
That's the whole. That's American enough.
look. The thing is, like, there's two types of New Orleans. There's the we're having a festival, Jazz Fest, Mardi Gras, whatever, New Orleans, where everyone's drunk all the time on the streets. Yeah, and then there's the deep history and culture of New Orleans, the jazz, the coffee shops, the beignets. Like, those are different. There's
And then there's the ghost tours.
Okay.
and like, I would say ghost tours can mingle in both of those because they're at night.
So I'm going to say this.
Always do a ghost tour. Those
Bringing
are
up
fun.
crime. I'm going to be honest with you. If you keep your head on a swivel, which is a Louisiana skill from birth,
True.
you can catch 90% of the scams that are going to happen in New Orleans.
Yeah.
If anybody ever goes, I bet you I can tell you where you got them shoes. Your response is my feet and keep walking.
And the thing is, when it comes to the crime itself, as long as you know which wards to avoid, as long as you know where you're going and you have a
Honestly,
set
I would,
amount.
I would say that New Orleans crime is not disproportionate for a city of 250,000.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be, definitely.
No. Back
Like
back when we were kids in the early '90s, and
Oh,
like
that's
people,
when it was
and when
worse.
people legit mugged tour groups.
Yeah, no, that's when it was bad. Like, but I mean, I've walked around the French Quarter at 2 a.m.
Shit, I've walked around the 9th Ward and everybody left me the fuck alone.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
No, I wouldn't either. Also, I do not have a beard right now because I have a 1.5-year-old that decided to rip out a fist-sized chunk of the beard I had been growing for a year. When I have a beard, I look like a doorway that's angry at people, is what I've been described as. Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I kind of look like a cop with a problem.
No,
No.
New Orleans is
New
pretty
Orleans,
liberal.
like, I want you to understand. In New Orleans is the only place I have seen a dude in a gas mask and combat boots and nothing else walk down the street, and everybody goes, "That's just Philip."
and also, like, New Orleans is a gay mecca.
Yeah,
Just
like
to be clear,
Lafitte's in Exile.
Yeah, Lafitte Cafe in Exile. is like one of the oldest gay bars in
Going
America.
going on a century.
Yeah.
Also,
And-
the closer to Esplanade on Bourbon you get, the more progressively liberal you get. Like the more accepting, because I'll say this: the Esplanade and the Bourbon is the only place I have had multiple free drinks offered to me by gentlemen.
Now, if you decide to go into the 500 to 1,000 population towns, don't go. Just don't go.
Think again.
So
if
let
you
me-
decide to do that, I want you to go home, have a drink, decide not to.
So let me
We
go
don't
ahead.
do that.
Let me go
We
ahead
don't
and
do
tell
that.
you what you want to do.
We don't do that.
Let me go ahead and tell you what you want to do if you go to New Orleans as a tourist. One, stay in a hotel near a canal. If you stay in a hotel in the French Quarter, it will be absolutely beautiful. It will have wonderful amenities. It will also be $300 a night. Like he and I do a podcast called Backwoods Obscura, and as much as I would like to stay at the Lafitte Hotel or some of the other hotels I mentioned, like the Mont Leon,
Yeah.
it gets expensive quick. Great amenities, awesome experience. But when you're on the French Market side of Canal,
Yeah.
it gets expensive quick. So stay somewhere like the Doubletree or the Marriott or the Hilton that is on Canal or in the Central Business District on the other side of Canal from the
but
French Quarter.
literally a few hundred yards from
Yeah.
where everything happens.
And the price drops exponentially.
I've stayed on Canal at the Doubletree, and it was a
it-
few hundred yards, and then I was where everything was.
And it's
and
great.
The thing about walking everywhere, which New Orleans is great for walking places, everything's within walking distance. The thing about being able to walk everywhere is that you're gonna walk a mile or 5 today anyway. You might as well start with a couple hundred yards and save some money.
Here in Europe, I usually do like $100 hotels and Airbnb. Sounds like I need to save up.
Do not do Airbnb in New Orleans, whatever you do, because they will be They will be in Carrollton or Uptown near the Audubon Zoo and the park, and you will have to take the St. Charles Railway into town. Now, if that's what you want to do to get a full, or you can go down Magazines Railway.
Now, I will say this: like, if you're staying anywhere outside of the French Quarter, the best thing to do is just go with Ubers. There's a great Uber
Well,
network there.
actually, if you go for a weekend, you get the weekend pass on the rail system. It works.
That'll work.
Because once you get to the French Quarter, you can walk over. Now, restaurants to recommend. Cafe Beignet, not Cafe Du Monde. Cafe Beignet is not going to have as long of a line. It's not near Cafe Du Monde. They actually have better beignets. The best beignets are actually at, God, what's the lady that does the fried chicken house?
While you're thinking about this, I'm gonna just throw in there. If you want to do Cafe Du Monde, go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Do the thing.
It's
do
a
the
line.
coursey thing. There's gonna be a line. You're gonna wait. It's good.
Hit the Cabildo.
It's never not good, but you're gonna have to wait for it. That's all.
So go to the Cabildo, go to St. Louis, but however, also go to the Mardi Gras Museum next to it. They have a massive exhibit on the two openly gay parade crews. I cannot remember one of them. Their symbol is a horseshoe. Or is
In terms of realistic experience, I mean,
okay. What's the? There's two restaurants. One, go to the Stanley that is on Jackson Square, right next to there. They have one of the best Reubens, and they have some great po' boys, and you will get like an old school diner vibe. If you just on the other side of Jackson Square, it's changed the name. It was the Alpine, and there was something else. It's right across from the Cabildo.
what is the po' boy place called?
That's the one I'm talking about. It has the po' boys, and it has the
goodness.
crawfish etouffee.
Y'all go to New Orleans with me. I don't know why.
I haven't been to New Orleans in like 5 years. I know you've been longer, but
It's been a little bit longer for me.
Oh my god!
No, my big thing about New Orleans is, like you said, don't stay in the French Quarter. Canal's great. Stay in Canal. Walk down.
it's not.
I
Provence.
had
Not Veron.
the best experience I had in New Orleans was actually going in the very beginning of Mardi Gras season, and I say Mardi Gras season
Go
because
before.
it's
Do
not
not go anytime near Mardi Gras.
it's not Mardi Gras of the day. There's weeks prior to where New Orleans celebrates Mardi Gras. There's parades all the time. We went to New Orleans, checked into our hotel, and the day before we left was the very first parade, and it was awesome. It was like this amazing Mardi Gras experience without having to experience all the people and
Okay.
ridiculousness.
It's now
that comes
known
along
as Cafe Ponta Bala. It's right on the corner of Jackson Square. I do not actually eat seafood. My wife and my son got me to actually eat crawfish in the crawfish etouffee. Now, a thing I'm going to also say that you need to do. There's
I will say,
So
sorry.
go ahead.
I will say real quick, Hinman. I don't know you. I don't know you from Adam. So if you want the like authentic, legitimate party all the time, I'm not going to sleep tonight Mardi Gras experience. Yeah, go for it.
Go to Bourbon.
Go to Bourbon. Have a great time. Experience every bit of it. Walk down the whole thing, and eventually the sign stops saying beautiful women and starts saying beautiful women, and that's fine. Just experience the whole damn thing.
That into Esplanade, I am apparently somebody's preferred body type.
Yeah.
Free whiskey, and I felt like a tease, and I apologize later.
And but in that, I am also saying, I'm 38 years old, happily married with 3 kids. That's not the life I live anymore, and so my preferred New Orleans is not that.
Okay, so if you want a parade, you do not want a parade that goes through downtown New Orleans. You want to find Les Bontons, you want to find Thoth, and you want to go to Bacchus, that is going to be just outside of downtown.
I hope you're taking notes.
And it'll go down Napoleon.
They actually said they're writing this down, so
That one is good. That is where Val Kilmer became my arch nemesis because he decided to throw shit right at my face, and I didn't catch anything. Batman hit me with a bunch of cups, and now I'm a DC villain.
You're the equivalent of
I'm now the Penguin.
the penguin was just thrown out of a window.
No, man, I'm sitting there like I'm about to fucking start shooting laughing gas at people. This shit.
Do people speak French there? There are
Some, for the most part, no. Most New Orleanians do not speak French. If you want Cajun French, you're gonna need to go more towards Lafayette into a Cafalaya.
Any rural parts of the Arcadiana, that's where they speak.
New Orleans is the Disney of Cajun.
More or less, yeah. Louisiana as a whole in the education system, a lot of us got the option to learn Spanish or French in high school. Most people pick Spanish because it's more prevalent here. I took French, and then I took French again in college because I've lived in Louisiana my whole life, and I felt like I needed to know it a little bit.
Je ne parle pas français.
No, je parle un peu. Je n'ai pas français.
Je suis le roi de Paris.
I was gonna say this when they were talking about going to New Orleans. If you want a less like party experience, you can still go to the French Quarter. Go to Royal Street.
Oh yeah,
Royal. Also,
you get to see art. There's different vendors there that are really nice. Real good food. Go to Napoleon House. Napoleon House is an amazing place.
Now,
there's another place on Decatur called Central Grocery.
Oh, okay. You're gonna wait a minute for a minute for a muffaletta from Central Grocery.
So just go to Napoleon House. It's just as good.
It is, but at the same time, if you want to do the touristy thing and go to Central Grocery and get the original muffaletta, it is absolutely amazing. Now, I will say there's 2 other places you need to go. One is you do need to go on a ghost tour, especially one that takes you by the Lalaurie Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Mostly because ghost tours are great. 90% bullshit, but they're great. Because New Orleans knows how to tell a story.
Well,
ghost tours
tell
are a
the
great.
distinction between haunted and New Orleans haunted.
Ghost tours
Oh,
are a
you want
great
me to-
place to find weird history. That's the thing. You'll find a bunch of stuff like that's complete bullshit, but you also find some weird history about the city that you're not gonna find anywhere else. Like it's not there.
No. And the other place I'm going to tell you to go to, shit, it closed down, so never mind that. Not that one. No.
Never mind.
No. There used to be a place called Jaeger House.
Just
that
go
was like,
into Charity Hospital.
no.
Just start
God, no.
Just start walking around.
No, I was going to say go to Jaeger House. Jaeger House was a German and Eastern European themed restaurant, but it's now a Maui taco. So no, it's it's a Hawaiian taco place.
But yeah, we have
Now it's a Maui taco.
We made a
Yeah.
distinction on our podcast called.
Yeah, so understand something. If you do a ghost tour or you go on a ghost walk, that there is haunted, and then there's New Orleans haunted. Haunted means that's a ghost. That's Lalaurie Mansion. that is St. Louis Cathedral and the Cabildo.
Mhm.
New Orleans Haunted is the Sultan's Palace, where this is a really dope-looking building with a bunch of ironwork outside of it. And I'm going to tell you a fucking scary story that you're going to believe.
Yeah.
And to be clear, it has nothing to do with like believing in ghosts. But...
No, I remember this. Go to the Katrina Memorial, mostly because it is absolutely beautiful, but also as an excuse to go to a Potter cemetery that if you dig too deep in, the plague will come back. It's plague
voodoo,
it's-
right?
Don't dig there. Don't dig there.
Do not.
RFK is about to be the health
No,
guy.
no,
dig
don't
there.
do this. Okay,
Don't
one-
dig there.
Okay.
Wait,
Voodoo,
wait.
voodoo Verdun is there. The thing is you got to find an actual practitioner, not the touristy
I
practitioner.
need my brain works.
Fucking hell.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking hell. No, okay, so if you go to I hate both of you right now.
When you come to Louisiana and you go to New
Don't drink the
Orleans,
tap water.
call me. Fucking call me.
You know what?
Message us.
Yeah,
Let me know.
You know what?
I'll
We
freaking
will
find you.
we'll find a way to show up. But here's the if you go to New Orleans, if you go to
You guys are so screwed. Yeah. Yeah, you know it is.
Baron Samedi help us.
Where'd you go this week, Jet? Why went to
I
New
went-
Orleans to get drunk with a Belgian?
And I got dysentery from the friggin' cemetery. Now, if you go
Trying to
there,
eat the ice cream. It's all made by in beef tallow. That's weird.
Everything's beef tallow.
we're so
I
fucked.
can't drink the tap water anymore.
We're so fucked.
There's no
It's-
fluoride.
There's no floor.
Anyway,
We're all gonna die.
if you go to Marie Laveau's house, it's very touristy, but there is a actual active hoodoo Verdun or Voodoo shrine. That's real. If you go to Bloody Mary's Voodoo Museum underneath the murder suicide
Fucking place.
room, I'm not a huge fan of her, mostly because, and this might be racist in me, when a 50-something-year-old white woman claims to be the voodoo queen in New Orleans, I have doubts.
We got problems.
And also, she placed her fucking voodoo place under a place where people got recently murdered.
Well, Katrina, like 20 years ago, murder suicide boiled.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
that's kind of the draw of the place.
Yeah. Also, she opened. Okay, now I've mentioned this in the podcast before for Backwoods Obscura, and I
Okay.
can never remember the name. There is a practice in hoodoo where you weld shut a cast iron pot, and you put chains and barbed wire. You put all the nasty shit and mud in it, and then you weld it shut to seal an evil spirit away.
Yeah.
She has one of those, and they opened it in the goddamn museum.
That's why you weld it shut so you don't put it.
Now, maybe she is more powerful in the ways than I understand, but
I mean, it's not my religion.
look,
I don't.
look. The thing is, I don't believe it. But if all of a sudden you say we're gonna crack open this magical fucking genie tomb, I'm out, dude. I'm leaving. I'm not gonna be anywhere. I'm gonna get out of the city if you're gonna do that, because I saw Ghostbusters.
Yeah. No. See, the thing is, like, I don't believe in that. I don't follow voodoo. I don't know all the rules and everything.
You don't know the
But
rules and
here's-
regulations.
Here's the thing.
You fucking with it though?
Here's the thing. If someone says, "Hey, Jed, you follow the Christian faith. We found the Ark of the Covenant and we're gonna crack it open. You want to hang out?"
I'm fucking out.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Top
Absolutely
men.
not.
If someone
Okay, knowing the dumbasses that we're about to have in charge of our country, they're going to find that storage room that they put top men in charge of, and somebody's going to open that and try to inhale that shit like the cocaine they did back in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
I went skeleton.
They're gonna try
I
to-
remember Skeleton Keys as a movie.
They're going to have to. They're going to try
Oh,
to
it's fun.
free.
That was
They're
a
going to
fun
try to
movie.
freebase Jesus Christ out of the Ark of the Covenant.
He's like, I gotta get rid of the brain words.
They're going to go. They're going to sit there and go, Jehovah.
We had the best polio. Everyone is saying. God damn it.
Our legs work less than everybody else. We're fantastic at this.
It's
Everyone's getting to the front of the line.
not to get too political, but it's so crazy that Trump was like, the first pandemic wasn't enough. I need another one.
Look, if we had
We're gonna double down.
the fact that Bosch is not here tonight is what's keeping us from being more neutral,
Oh yeah, he
because we don't want to upsetty spaghetti him because we love him so much. But no, man, like New Orleans is a great city. You need to experience everything from the good to the bad of the city to love it. Like I fucking love New Orleans. I've stayed everywhere from the ninth ward
Yeah.
to Carrollton, and just I could see Tulane from the house I was in. I have slept in an old grocery that was being used as a leather shop by some of our steampunk friends. I have slept in a haunted fucking house full of antiques that a friend of ours took from abandoned buildings because Don got me secondhand haunted by putting a crow's foot in LeBlanc's pants.
I've only slept in hotels. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You can only sleep in hotels. You don't have to do all those things.
Don has a basement in New Orleans.
That's not required.
Don has a basement in New Orleans.
Okay. Explain why there's no basements here.
Okay, one, Louisiana, like we're here in Monroe, Louisiana, in the northern section of the state. We are 21 feet above sea level currently.
Yep.
New Orleans is 9 feet above to 6 feet below.
Yeah.
Don lives on the Gentilly Ridge in Gentilly, New Orleans. And that means that he is 15 feet above sea level, so he has a half basement. If you were to look through the window, I'm this much above the bottom of the basement window. But it's a basement in New Orleans. It's weird.
The reason why basements in New Orleans are so weird is because they're below sea level. It's basically a bowl. It's also beside the ocean. Again, a bowl.
Well,
New
between
Orleans
a lake
had such an issue with things being below sea level that when we started burying people in cemeteries,
they float up.
We had to put concrete on top of them because the caskets would pop out of the earth whenever it flooded because there's too much air and stuff inside of them. Like it shouldn't exist as a city because it is a bowl. It should have been eroded, but we built levees because we love the city itself. That being said, a basement is absurd. That shouldn't happen at all. You should only be built on stilts. I don't know why you have a basement at all.
Because he's 19 feet, or he's like 9 feet above, 10 feet above sea level in the Gentilly Ridge. Like there's a natural levee
I don't
occurring
care.
there.
Like we're 6 feet on average above sea level. I don't have a basement.
No.
I'm not doing basements here. That's dumb.
Also, Don, currently in his house, the last time I went a couple years ago, the top of a ossuary and the necropolis broke off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage does have a pyramid in St. Louis too. So the top of an ossuary broke off, and our buddy Don, I shit you not, Don has jumped into a dumpster while I'm watching him, popped out with a partially broken Tiffany lamp, gone home and resoldered that shit, and had a $5,000 Tiffany lamp for free. Because in New Orleans, when people started clearing out houses post-Katrina, people just started throwing shit out and not caring what grandma and grandma.
Away.
And so, like, the grocery store I told you that used to be a leather shop, they had a wooden floor there that was from 1795. Someone gutted a shotgun house in the French Quarter, and they threw out the entire oak floor and the cypress quarter round.
Mm-hmm.
And Don got all that and threw it in the back of a truck. The last one before we crack that one open. Don is the reason why I got kicked off of the set of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Because they filmed it in New Orleans, and twice Don told me directions, and so they had to digitally edit out my green ass Mazda Dual Sport that had a bookcase in the back end, because we drove through while they were filming and hit one of the foam palm trees, and Don goes, "Well, I forgot they were filming over here." And I'm like, "Don, we're getting arrested." And then my buddy LeBlanc is holding down the bookcase or transporting between houses, and I'm just like, we're about to be in trouble with Hollywood, because the day before, Don took me over by the power plant near Carrollton, which is where they filmed the last scenes of both the first and the first scene of the second Planet of the Apes, because it has a big ass turbine mill. Then when they remove the turbine, means you have this big empty fucking concrete tube. And so Don goes, "Well, they throw stuff away all the time, man. Let's go over here." They stop filming here. So Don jumps. Like, when I say Don's a little bit smaller than me. He whole ass disappears into a dumpster. And I'm in the truck, like, waiting for cops to arrest me in New Orleans. And Don pops up with a fucking ape mask. He goes, "Let's go, man." And that's when the security showed up, and he dropped it and goes, "We're sorry, we didn't know you were still here." Don also can't walk a straight line through New Orleans. If you follow Don anywhere, you're going to go to like 18 other points when there was like only 100 yards to go. But you're going to be carrying so much shit that's worth money.
when I
Faye?
first met,
Don is Faye.
yeah, with the first time I met Don, like okay, so this is like what convention? It was MechaCon.
No. The first time you met Don was when we were in Lafayette.
No. I didn't meet Don in Lafayette.
Oh no, did you meet him at MechaCon when you went without
Yeah,
us?
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. So the first time I met him, I was in New Orleans, and he was like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool," and like I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to get it." Like I was wanting to get a beer, and I didn't want to spend like $8 to $10 a beer at the fucking hotel. He's like, "Yeah, I know a place."
And he took you.
He took me. He didn't take me like straight to the place. He was like,
Oh, we gotta stop here.
"We gotta stop
we
here.
gotta stop here."
You gotta look at this place. You gotta look at that place." I'm pretty sure he took me to a gay bar.
I'm also gonna say this: if you follow Don long enough, you will have a boyfriend.
So Hewitt has described Don a few times as Faye. All the stories I hear about Don are mythical in nature. They're a little bit like this can't have actually happened.
It did though.
Hewitt, I have known Hewitt for more than a decade. I've known Hewitt for longer than I've had kids. Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met Don. So Don's not real. Until Don proves to me that Don is real. Until Don shows up and is real, Don is the same amount as real as the Canadian girlfriend that you had when you were in high school. And this is a picture of her. She goes to a school and you don't know it. You never met her.
I mean, I've met
Don's not real. You met a Don. You met a guy named Don that acts the same as this Don. All Dons are Faye. If your name is Don, you're
Here's
Faye.
the deal: when we eventually take the road trip down to Abita Springs and then hit Second Line, and
We're gonna meet a Faye who's
I'm
gonna
gonna
name
call
Don.
I'm gonna call
and
Don.
that Don is gonna be like, "Hey, I'm Don." Is gonna convince these two with Faye magic that it's the same Don, and I'm gonna be still suspicious.
Until
like,
he
are
takes
you
you to an
Faye,
amazing,
though?
until he takes you to that amazing restaurant.
Until he just pops out of a dumpster with a Tiffany lamp or something. Then
He found a boat before.
he find a boat. You go to any body of water, you'll
No.
find a boat.
No, he literally pulled one of those like small pedal boats out of a dumpster in New Orleans and goes, "Can we use this?"
Yeah, like this dude he just finds shit. Like I don't know what it is.
Like I said, he went into one shop. They had a
It's
crow's foot with a red ribbon tied around it. We did a LARP at his house, and he snuck it into LeBlanc's breast pocket of his costume. Then LeBlanc came to my house just before my son was born, and because LeBlanc always forgets something, the crow's foot fell out, and I found it underneath the bed in the room he slept in. And then I had 2 experiences in a house that had never had ghosts before. Don got me secondhand on it.
He's like, "You want a little bit of ghost?"
There is a Dare commercial that need to be made about that, about like my lungs now have ghost cancer because Don put a crow's foot in someone else's pocket. Don't bait ghosts around your friends. You'll give them ghost cancer.
Give him ghost cancer.
Anyway, let's
The best kind of cancer, ghost cancer, because it vanishes randomly.
I was gonna say because it's not real. No.
I don't know. John Dutton got taken out by some cancer.
All right, so Christmas beer.
Someone hand me meat real quick. I need a fucking cookie
No, it's
made
not
out
that
of.
meat on there.
I need a meat cookie right now.
Get some meat cookie. Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Can you not talk like that ever again?
Please.
I
He's done this to me so many times, Jake.
I would thoroughly enjoy it if you just never talk like that once more in your life. All right, so let's open this one.
Mhm.
Well, read it first.
Well, fuck it up. Words are so small. What is this called? I'm gonna read it this way. Bernard's, right?
Yeah,
Saint Bernard.
Bernardus.
Saint Bernardus. Saint Bernardus Ale is, as its name implies, a typical winter beer. This dark beer is filled with winter cheer and feels like Christmas in a bottle. Warm, cozy, and really inviting to enjoy together with friends or family. St. Bernardus Christmas Ale takes on a splendid dark brown color that is topped off with a cream-colored layer of foam. Sorry. It's an interestingly dark beer with a full yet slightly fully flavor overflowing with the
Jet, you're being so serious. Just read chat real quick.
what's going on chat.
What did the leper say to the prostitute?
Jesus. Oh my god. Can I just be serious with you for 2 seconds? Last time I was in New Orleans. It's a friend of mine got married on a cruise ship.
Last time I was in New Orleans,
Shut
I
your
got
mouth,
a
it's my turn.
circumcision.
So a friend of mine got
Yeah,
married.
going, I gotta go.
Way.
A good friend of mine got married on a cruise ship. They were gonna get married in New Orleans, and then they were gonna go on their honeymoon on a cruise ship, and then they found out, hey, we can just get married on the cruise ship. 2 birds, 1 stone, good to go. So the night before the wedding, all the groomsmen were like, hey, let's hit the town, let's go to Bourbon, let's do some fun stuff. And so the groom, not wanting to get too drunk, said to the 5 groomsmen, we'll go to 5 bars. I'll have 1 drink at each bar. You guys can pick the bar. Let's have fun. We did that. In the middle of it all, we spent an hour, and I mean a true hour, of me giving a man 50 cents per joke to tell me jokes on Bourbon Street, because he had a sign that said 50 cents per joke, and I had $1. I was like, all right, here, tell me 2 jokes. And the dude was just rattling them off, and they were hilarious. I can only ever remember one, and it's, what's the difference between Jesus and a pitcher? What? It only takes 1 nail to hang a pitcher. And every one of them was this borderline, oh my god, did he just, oh, and you're just drunk enough to laugh for 10 minutes and then give him another $1. Tell me some more jokes, sir. I spent more money there than any of the bars. So I was like, give me more. Here's another $1. Tell me more jokes. And then other people in the crowd were like, tell me more jokes. I had to get pulled away. The guy was hilarious. Like, that's, of all the panhandlers, of all the people who make money on the streets, that guy, 50 cents a joke. I'm good with it.
Ooh. You good?
Yeah, I think.
It just
No,
seems like...
what's a reverse exorcism?
Oh no.
I'll put the devil in
It's when the devil tries to get the priest out. Oh god! God damn it!
No, no.
We're rolling tonight, son. We're rolling tonight.
No. We're done with that. We're done with that.
What's the beer?
That right there is worth 50 cents, sir. I tell you right now. No.
So Jed, we have a beer.
We have a beer. It's from Belgium. It's Christmassy. I'm popping this shit. Okay.
Emily just told me that the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson match has PS1 graphics on the live stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Boo.
Look, here's the deal.
It's the same graphics as the Tesla truck.
Oh, damn.
All right. So yeah, this guy. It's a beer. It's dark. It's
Fucking.
Okay, so the results has not been listed yet. Look, I'm going to say this. I don't know how that fight's going to go. I know how it wants to go, but I also know how I wanted last week to go.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it out loud, so that maybe 2020 or 2024 can give me one last gift before it jumps off the cliffs into the flaming inferno that is the pyre of past years.
all right. 10% alcohol by volume.
Now
It's
let's
dark
focus on
beer.
something good.
It's a dark beer.
Well, we
It's
don't
got the
know
fruity
yet.
Notes.
I just like, okay, so it says it's Christmas flavored. So right now it could either be heavily spiced,
It's got some fruity notes. It's dark beer.
it could either be that, or we could be drinking peppermint. I mean, it's gonna be schnapps here in a second.
So we just gotta.
Shit!
Holy fuck!
God damn!
I love these.
That one.
That had There's a dent in my ceiling. Look right there, Jed. You see it?
That was there before. That's
That's always been a
Because
dent.
all the tiles are the same. No, it was not. Damn, it had some force.
It's nice color.
It's good and dark.
It's nice. Thank you for the.
nice and foamy.
Chris gets the most head every
Lots
night.
of head. Chris likes he likes a lot of head.
Yeah, man.
That head is a mouthful.
No, the Chimay were probably. I mean, all three Chimays were good. Like,
No, I'm gonna fuck it up. Fuck it up. I'll fuck his up. I'm gonna fuck mine up.
Oh my God, guys. Smell that.
So much head on the top of yours. You could scrape it off with a golden knife and shit.
I mean, they
Finish
do
yours.
get headed. They do get headed. Are you okay? Are you?
He's so happy. He's giddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
He's like a children.
He's like a children.
He's
He's
like
a
a child.
Hey guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm going ahead and let you know this is how filtered it is.
Okay. Let's not even talk about that joke. I'm gonna.
That's how filtered it is.
I love that
there
joke
is
so much.
there is grain in the beer. I am down.
Yeah, it has a little bit.
It has some grit. I am fine with this.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Good
All
color.
right.
Good. Good head to it. I like the froth.
All
I
right,
like how
guys,
much-
to good Saint Stanislaus. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a beer. I like this.
Yeah.
That's flavor. Hold on.
Ooh. It has there's a slight burn to it. It's nice.
No, but like Christmassy, like
It does have a Christmas.
it has the spices in it that like
It's mold.
yeah. You say mold?
Mold. Like mold wine. Mold cider.
Okay.
I don't think it has those spices specifically.
You
I
said
just-
mold, and I
it
thought
has
like the
that
green
vibe.
furry stuff. but like
That's
no,
the vibe I'm getting from it. It's the same as like a mold cider.
mold. Mold.
I mulled my cider. I fucking beat the shit out of it.
That's solid.
Oh boy, yes sir. Chris, we talked so much shit on this beer on just the brew of us.
Saint Bernardus Christmas Ale. As the frame implies, typical winter lager, dark beer filled with winter cheer and did you fart, you bitch?
No, it did not.
Feels like Christmas in a bottle. Warm, cozy, and really inviting. Enjoy together, your friends and family. I'm already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
In the heart of West Flemish Hop District, we brew truly inspiring beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's so small, and I need glasses. It's so small, guys. It just fit the beer.
It's a grower, not a shower.
It's a grower, not a show.
No, it's not.
You gotta rub it.
No, you don't.
Like a grow, how much do it doesn't matter.
Saint Bernardus Christmas Ale takes on a splendid dark brown color that's topped off with a cream colored layer of froth. It is an intensely dark beer with a full yet slightly fruity flavor, overflowing with the taste of winter and a zesty seasonal aroma. Aniseed notes are contained. That is so fucked up. Is a complement. That is con and plemented. So that is not complimented. That is con space plemented.
Well, it was translated, so it might have some.
By hints of creamy caramel and fire roasted chestnuts. Ooh, that's one of those.
These were refrigerated.
And then they were left out for about 30 minutes to an
Yeah,
hour, so they
and
were not.
They're not.
They're not fridge cold when they came out.
Now, to be fair, we're drinking them at the temperature that more than likely they'd be served in Europe.
More than likely, yeah. But they're not. They're not cold, but they're not hot.
Yeah, they're not like room temperature.
This is what I would say is an appropriate temperature for this type of beer, personally.
Well, that being said, we did take them out of the fridge before we started the stream. We started the stream a while ago.
Yeah, about almost 2 hours ago. They're not ice cold,
Yeah.
but I think ice cold would not benefit these beers.
No.
No, like I'm
I
off
think
like,
that's what he was getting
But
at.
these need to be cold.
Yeah, if these aren't cold, then they're trash.
yeah,
They're basically trash when they're not. When they are cold.
yeah.
When they're cold, it's more refreshing.
That's beer. This is beer. There's an I
Yeah,
in it.
that's perfect. Yeah.
There's an eye in it. You know what? Sure.
Try it with the pizza.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
Fuck you. The
This
horse
is-
you rode on, the mare that bore it, and the stallion that mounted it. We are three steps back on fuck that.
You said you should try it with a pizza. We gonna fight. You, me, we're fighting today.
I've never heard about that.
What?
Temperature should be about the same as the percentage of alcohol. So
I mean, it makes sense. We don't have.
beer. It's best at about 9 degrees Celsius.
Okay, that's pretty
Here's-
cold because 30
here's
degrees.
fact.
We live at 30 degrees Celsius.
Here's a fact, real quick. You say 9 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the fuck that is.
30 degrees Celsius is subtropical.
Okay.
So
I don't know. Look, I'm an American. I don't know the conversion rate, and I am a school teacher.
You have a phone right there. Like,
That's his phone.
Google it. Shit.
okay.
My phone's hanging out with the pumpkin in the little buildings over on another desk because my wife loves to decorate for Halloween's.
Mine's dead.
So it's 48 degrees. That's not.
That's actually not
That's
too
about
far.
where we're at.
It's
yeah.
not too far. Because
That's a little bit above room temperature.
but the typical
That's actually well
refrigerator-
below room temperature.
the typical refrigerator runs at about 36 degrees Fahrenheit,
Mhm.
and this has been out for a couple hour or so. So it will gain increase about 5 to 10 degrees. So yeah, we'd be about right for this one. So right on. We did it right on
We did it
accident.
right. We're a professional
No, you
podcast.
want-
Classic American.
No,
Succeeding by accident.
there are
Cheers.
two dishes that I would have made if we had done the tapas. There was one where you take pork loin,
Yeah.
cabbage, and kind of sauerkraut it, and apples, and roast it slowly.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing with this. You're supposed to also put some of the beer in it while you cook it, but I would not have been a sacrilegious
We
individual.
wouldn't
and
have
opened it.
cracked open one of these beers to cook with
No.
it and then left it open. For that long.
Also, skirt steak is supposed to be good with these if you use like a raspberry compote or other other fruit-based glaze to it.
That's fair.
I have a question for a European friend that's been talking. What's your opinion of other European style beers?
Well,
Good
French
question.
beer is piss.
No, we don't talk about French beer. The
French
French,
beer.
French
look,
got beer.
look,
They have beer.
look, the
yeah.
French did. The main thing French did right is make Gojira, and I'm okay with them now.
Okay, to be fair, if you go to Alsace-Lorraine, which was a debated territory between France and Germany for, I don't know, over 2 centuries before there even was a Germany,
Oh, they also helped make Cajun, so yeah.
the beer in that area is supposed to be good, but for the most part, I've not heard great things about French beer.
God damn it.
Okay, look, I hate to say this. I almost bought Heineken today, guys, because Sam's Club is selling a mini keg of Heineken. And as shit as Heineken is, the novelty of a mini keg.
It's the novelty of the mini keg.
We
I
Chris,
agree with
Chris
that.
and I made Warhammers out of mini kegs for a while and sold them.
Yeah, no, I agree with that concept. I used to buy mini kegs all the time, just because buying one beer instead of a pack of beer made. If you go to your friend's house with a 6-pack, you drink 2 to 3 of those beers. If you go to your friend's pack with one large beer, that's yours.
Guys, look, I'm not an alcoholic. I bought one beer.
It's just fine.
I remember the
I got a beer for
remember
me.
the Paulner mini kegs that we used to be able to get like actual good Belgian beer in a mini keg. I mean,
Okay, that's cool.
It was still a wheat. It still is a wheat.
We have a friendly competition. That's good. I love German beers as well. Like German beers are some of my favorite.
Big fan of Dunkels and Weir, or was it wheat beer?
Wheat beer, Hefeweizen, Kristallweizen.
Oh,
I'm not pronouncing that right.
Chris is throwing out all these names, and
Time
I
out.
remember I enjoy these
Time
beers.
Time out. Saints Falcons is not a friendly competition. Fuck those guys. That's not friendly at all.
Wheat beer or wheat beer, yeah.
I'd kick those guys in the shins if I saw them on a Tuesday. It's not a friendly
Hey,
competition.
hey, look, you want to know the only friendly competition with anyone in the NFL? It's when you play the Dallas Cowboys because you feel like you have to put on kid gloves with them.
Christ, that's true.
Like the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, it could have been recorded on VHS tape, and Troy Aikman was still a player.
It was the VHS tape. I don't have it, but I've seen it. I was there.
Same thing could be said for the 49ers, though.
Yeah, that's true. Last time they won. They've been in a couple Super Bowls but lost.
Yes, they have. But it's like,
won.
let's just say, remember when the Dallas
There's friendly competition.
remember when we're dealing with like a 0.6% chance of a friendly competition.
My friend and my brother in Christ. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Okay, look. Do you want to know the football game I actually want to watch because it will get my wife to watch a football game? I want to see Notre Dame beat the shit out of LSU. Because they will.
They would.
And the reason
this year, especially this year.
my wife hates LSU right now because the coach for the last 2-3 years running for LSU used to be the Notre Dame coach. He left shortly after recruiting a kid for Notre Dame. Like he went to this kid's house, had barbecue with this kid's family, and goes, "You really want to be at Notre Dame? It's a great school. We have a great program." And then when he left, he got a phone call. He went and called. He then called, "Hey, I need the entire team to be at the field house, the big cathedral-ass field house at Notre Dame."
Yeah, with football Jesus.
And no, it's not near there. You go past football Jesus, and they built what looks like Notre Dame, or it looks like Notre Dame, not Notre Dame, with its own practice field inside the motherfucking building, and gets all the kids out there and goes, "Hey, I'm joining LSU."
Thank you.
Anyway,
for
you
joining
have a
us.
good night. But my wife wants to watch that game.
It's been a blessing and an honor, sir. You have a great night. Have a good one,
Sleep
bud.
well, because I think we're about to do the same. But Emily wants to watch that game, and I'm there for it because the fact that my wife does not invest in sports, and to watch my wife get upset about something at somebody, I'm here for it because I feel she's 100% justified. Because he left Notre Dame because Notre Dame doesn't play bowl games. Well, so far LSU hasn't either.
But yeah, I think
we're good.
we're good.
So-
This has been a good night.
It has.
I'm enjoying this.
I've got a couple sips left because I want to enjoy it and I don't want to just chug it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pose this question. I feel like it's a quick one. In my mind, it was a very quick one.
Yep.
It is a hard shift from the conversation we had with a guy from across the world. Batman v Iron Man.
Oh shit.
So, imagine Batman fight against Iron Man. Both of them have prep time. They have the same amount of prep time. Batman versus Iron Man, who wins?
Golden Age, Silver Age, or Bronze Age of DC.
Take the best of whatever.
Golden Age Batman.
Here's my thought.
Okay, let's say we're taking the
I'll
best. Let's say we're taking Golden Age Batman versus like mid '90s peak Iron Man. I just beat my alcohol addiction again, and had the extremists added to him.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting them both at their peak.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a tag team?
No.
Okay.
Mano y mano.
Batman. Smarter.
I'm gonna say Iron Man.
Let's see.
He has weapon contracts.
Here's my thing.
But Batman knows about those contracts.
If it was Bruce Wayne versus Tony Stark, Bruce Wayne all day.
No, yeah, Bruce
Wayne knows how to fight. Bruce Wayne was trained by Ra's al Ghul. But Batman versus Iron Man? When you add the suit to Batman, it's still just Bruce Wayne. Got some tricks, but still just Bruce Wayne. You add the suit to Iron Man, he can fly. Batman can't fly without the bat.
No,
plane,
Batman has more than once had a jetpack. So let me argue this with you.
Yeah.
So Batman knows he's at a huge disadvantage because Tony Stark has a mind-integrated mechanical suit that allows him to be just shy of a shiny golden god, right?
Mhm.
If Superman knows how to, if Batman knows how to drop the entire Justice League, who are literal gods compared to most Marvel heroes, I think if you give Batman enough time to plan, next thing you know, Tony Stark has been bought out by Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And no longer has the rights to the Iron Man suit. And so Tony shows up with his Mark I Iron Man suit, and Batman just turns on an electromagnet, and Batman's gonna go, Tony, you played with this, you played with a level 9 intellect.
Here's the thing, like Batman and Iron Man are both geniuses. Like, and if you imagine that they're both the same amount of same intellect, Iron Man takes it because of the suit. Because Iron Man could fly around the whole time in circles and not have to actually engage in hand-to-hand combat. But if you see Batman as more intelligent, I think Batman does take it.
I do believe Batman is more intelligent. I also believe Batman is way more petty.
Oh yeah.
And so it's going to be when he does it, he is going to find the most embarrassing thing to mess with. Like, I think the fight starts off and there's a table with a bottle of Jack Daniels in the middle of the field when they go to shake hands. And it is
what I'll say. I think that the biggest drawback to this for Tony Stark, he's not as patient.
No.
Like, Bruce Wayne will sit, he is like a Navy SEAL. He'll sit in the mud covered for like 62 hours.
Batman lives in his mind palace.
Yeah. So, like, any sort of plan he comes up with, he's going to execute it no matter how fucking insane it is.
Let's also be honest here. Let's cast off the mask. There is no Bruce Wayne. Batman wears the Bruce Wayne mask as a mask.
Oh, I mean, that's a DC hero trope, too.
Well, I'm just saying, Batman is Batman. Bruce Wayne is the mask.
Okay.
Now, let's also be a little bit more realistic. The two of them are going to go to fight.
Yeah.
And then they're going to realize that they could fuck with Lex Luthor so much harder. And they're going to start exhausting stock options. And the world will be a better place. Because of two very terrible people.
But anyway.
And on that note.
This has been fun.
This has been Brew Haha.
I'm having to, like, round people up. Ow, my hand.
You know what, everybody?
Brew Haha with Team Bonus Action.
Y'all have a good night. Have a good beer if you're old enough. And hey, we are currently still partnered with Extra Life and Batch Children's Hospital in Jackson. We're at $550 out of our $1,500 goal between now and the end of the year. If you can donate, please do.
Yeah.
We're getting into the Christmas season, so please help parents not decide between a Christmas gift and medical bills or their house note for their children.
And since Knox isn't here,
don't let your meat loaf. Comment, like, subscribe.
Do all the
Give it
social
the
media
hell,
things.
yeah.
We're gonna keep doing this until he can actually turn off the screen. Like, we're just here.
We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna keep going. When you think we're gonna stop?
Thank you for tuning in to another Bonus Roundtable podcast brought to you by Team Bonus Action. If you'd like to find more out about us, you can go to our website at teambonusaction.com, or you can check us out on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as Team Bonus Action, or on Twitter at bonus_team. And since Knox is not here, don't let your meat loaf.